A little bit about myself. I was born and raised at the Jersey Shore in Ocean City, New Jersey, and I honestly have never gotten the sand out of my shoes. I went to school there, and then I proceeded to go to college at the University of Delaware, where I graduated with a degree in accounting. And people probably don't know that I graduated with a minor in business education, even though I'm working at a school institution in the accounting department, and I am not teaching. And I never have taught, ever. After college, I went and started working in public accounting as an auditor, and for many, many years I did that. I obtained my CPA, and then I decided, after I had gotten married, we moved back to the Jersey Shore, that it was time to raise a family. I have 3 children, and at that time, when I raised my family, I got out of public accounting and got into more of an accounting position with a single company as a controller, and now I'm here at the Prep as a CFO. My 3 children, Sean, Kate, and Dan. Sean and Dan graduated from the Prep, Sean in 2007, Dan in 2013. Sean is also a CPA in Baltimore. Kate is a cardio intensive care pediatric nurse in Atlanta, and Dan attends Clemson University. The one thing I would say people probably also don't know about me is that I am a breast cancer survivor. It's been 10 years now, something I'm very proud of. I fought the fight and I won. My typical day at St. Augustine Prep. I think the one thing that people don't realize is that I'm in charge of the business office, and the business office is a behind-the-scenes department. People don't see us. We don't teach. We don't participate in extracurricular activities. We are the ones that make sure the funds come in, the funds get deposited, the funds get recorded, all the bills are paid, all the reporting is done, the budget's done, and that the various departments know exactly where they stand in terms of the financial aspects of their job. So my day starts out, I always check in with my staff to make sure that they are okay, they don't have any problems. If they do, I deal with that immediately so they can move on with their day. I usually answer my emails after that, the emails that I've gotten from the night before, and go over my schedule. I spend a tremendous amount of time in meetings because my role is really to advise the various departments on the financial aspects of what they're trying to do. If they need advice on what they have to spend money on, how they spend it, how we can finance it. I meet regularly with those departments. I also meet very regularly with Father Riley to keep him abreast of where the Prep stands from a financial point of view. I'm a member of the Executive Cabinet, the Plenary Cabinet, and the Financial Aid Committee. So in my free time, I spend working on those committees and attending those meetings. Lastly, I guess I would say when I do my accounting work is usually in the evening, in the late afternoon. It's quieter, less interruptions, and I'm able to look closely at some of the numbers and be able to analyze and do the rest of my job. The biggest challenge of my position probably is making sure all the parts are moving accurately and timely, because when something happens here and money is deposited, bills are paid, everyone needs to know the consequences and the results of that immediately. So the challenge here is to make sure that things are running very smoothly, that the funds come in, the bills are being paid, we're recording it accurately and timely so that I can distribute reports to the necessary departments, to Father Riley, to Father Horn at Villanova, and that is a challenge to try to keep everything moving on a timely basis. Most rewarding part of my job, I am really going to sound like an accountant now, but when we balance every month and when we are able to produce a budget at the end of February for the following year and have it approved by the board of directors, and then Father Riley take it to Villanova and they in turn approve the budget, the tuition, and what we plan on doing next year. To me, that is the most rewarding, that I can accurately and timely try to predict how the prep's going to look in the following year. My My staff consists of a controller, Jim Ryan. He is responsible for the day-to-day operations of the school. He fields all the questions, he helps the other members of the department, and also advises me of things that I would need to know in order to perform my job. Maria Enos is the accountant in our department. She handles all the bill paying, and she handles facilities rentals, and she sort of handles everything else that comes along and aids Jim with all his work. Stacy Cable is our purchaser. Stacy is wonderful in her position in terms of trying to make purchases on a timely basis and at the best price. As a matter of fact, Stacy collaborated with many people last year to design a mace that actually made the cover of the company that actually made the mace. So we're real proud of certain things that the prep has put out that have actually been recognized. Lastly, Doris Dilly, she's in cash receipts. She takes the money from the students, takes the money from the parents, records it, prepares the deposits, and then in turn hands it over to James Ryan, where he records it into our system and reconciles our statements and then produces our monthly financial statements, bank statements, and then everything else.